How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to make the most powerful shift. We're going to dive into positive frequency, and if you make this change, if you make this shift, you'll be able to experience it for the rest of your life. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep healing meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in this positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So we're going to start with an exercise because if you had a chance to listen to I wouldn't call it episode, but the message that I sent out over the weekend, it's still there. It's about 20 minutes long. What you are is extremely powerful. And to make it happen, to activate the highest version of yourself, you have to believe that that's who you are. If you can believe it, and belief is based upon witnessing the actions and the thoughts when it's absent around it, so which we're going to build right now. But if you believe it, you will receive it. Anything is possible for you. Anything that comes to your mind, any vision, any desire, you can do it. If you truly believe it's meant for you, you can make it happen. The problem is your self-talk. Your observation of self is based upon the way you talk about yourself to your mind. Inside, how you talk about you is a direct reflection of the frequency that you're resonating in. So I'm going to speak some words to you, and I want you to listen close. And you can use every single word. You can come back to this message every single time if you have to. It's so important that you say this along with me. Believe it in your mind. Truly feel what this frequency is. Observe yourself having these words go to you, charging you up. See the frequency behind them, not just the words. See the high frequency. See the power, and give yourself this every single day. If you can take this delusional love approach to self, you will attract the most delusional and abundant and positive opportunities that are in front of you. It's never the world. The world is a reflection of self. Remember, the world is not as it is as you are. So if you want to change the worldly experience, you have to change you. You are the lens experiencing this. Your spirit, your soul is what's processing through, but this body, this thing is a frequency lens, and how you construct it, how you lift it, how you lower it, depicts what you experience. So if you're ready, let's take a deep breath in. I really want you to breathe in with me, slow down, take stock of where you're at, all the surroundings, and then just allow me to speak these words. You can come back to them. You can try to keep up with your mind if you can, but allow this to be directly to you. Allow this to pump you up, to fill you up, to charge you up. And when we take this deep breath in, I want you to slow down the ticking of time. I want you to hear the clock ticking, but in simple back and forth motion. 1, 2. 1, 2. We're going to stick with the 12 frequency because it's so powerful. This is who it's aligned for, the most powerful. This is who it's meant for, the most powerful, you. So when you breathe in, hear that ticking of time. 1, 2, not forward, not backwards, just back and forth. It's not going one direction permanently or the other. It's charging you up to be aligned. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Allow yourself to receive these words. I love you. You are so powerful. Everything you do is purposeful. Everything that you've been through has meaning. You are the one. You are the one that can change generational curses. You are the one that can choose positivity in a negative situation. You are the one that can choose abundance despite it all, because you're so powerful, and what you choose, what you perceive, what you believe, you will create. You have this feeling that the world needs to be different, but you got to realize it's you that gets to be different. When you are different, you will uplift the world. That is your purpose. You're part of this rising tide. You're the most powerful person I know. You're the most beautiful person I know. You're the strongest person I know. Your current situation is not a reflection of you, because you are not the situation. You are the observer to this point, before and beyond. Where you are now is exactly where you're meant to be to receive this message. This message is meant only for you. Listening with your ear pods in, driving your car, no one is meant to hear this but you. Each positive word charges you up. Each positive word uplifts you, charges you energy, powers you, because you are everything. There has never been one before you. There'll never be one after you more powerful than you. Seeing you, it's instant belief. I'm so proud of you. You've gone through so many battles that you haven't even told anybody about, but you still smile. You've carried so much on your back that you haven't told anybody about, but you still show up. You are amazing. You are infinite. You are powerful. You are strong as the ocean. That's probably where your power comes from. The infinite power of the wave. The water that can wipe everything on the map. That's where you're from, because you are more powerful. You are not from this current situation. You are not a reflection of anything. You are the healing light. You are the future. You look around. You see the things that are bad. You see the people that are hurting. You see the loss. You see the lack. You see everything. You understand it. That's why you're the hero we need. It's you. You know it. You know that you're different. You know that you're not the same. You know your friends, your family members, they're not the same as you. There's a reason you're still listening to this. Only somebody tuned in to make their shift would listen to this entire message. Only you. Everything is perfect. The flaws are perfect flaws to allow you to be tougher. The pains, the hurts, the losses are perfect to allow you to forgive, to understand, to be growing, to be more loving. Because remember, you believe when you do it when it's absent. When you loved people when it wasn't deserved. When you forgave people when nobody else was. When you had patience when nobody did. That's how you believe self, is when you do it when it's not there. That's why you're so special, because you keep choosing light. Now it's time to shine. Everything in the past, it doesn't matter if it's been 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it doesn't matter. There's only now. This is your wake-up call. This is your time to shine. This is your time to be everything that you know you are. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people say. It's their experience. Every opinion that they have against you is a limiting belief that they have about themselves. Be the creator. Create the worlds, build skyscrapers, build communities, build cities, change everything. Generations from now, they will look back to you and know you were the one. You're not just doing this for money. You're not just doing this for fame. You're doing this because you're called to be it. The energetic shift, all of those things don't matter. It's the energy, it's the souls, it's the people that are aligned with you that will change because of your beauty, of your spark, of your energy, of your light. It's everything. You are everything. I have never seen anybody like you before, and I will never see anybody like you again. I've looked for years and years, seeing and witnessing all these people, and they're great people out there. There's amazing people, but you are different. You are meant to be the one that went through the hard times because you can handle it. You were meant to be the one that's carried the weight because you can handle it. You were meant to be everything because you are everything. Speak to yourself this way every day. Allow yourself to be your biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan. I know who you are. I've spoken to you. I've heard you. I've heard the ups and downs. I've heard the disbelief in yourself. I've heard the shakiness in your voice. Those aren't you. That's old frequencies trying to keep you in an old pattern because you're a creator of life. And if you can stay in the old pattern, you give the old pattern meaning, you give the old pattern life. But as soon as you break out of it, as soon as you expand, it's no more. It needs you. You don't need it. You don't need the negative thought. You don't need the limiting belief. You're amazing. You can and will have everything. I will always be in awe with you. Everything that you're doing today is small to what you'll do in the future. All the love you give is small compared to the love you'll give in the future. All the healing, all the light, it's just growing. Wherever you've been, whatever you're at now, it's just the start. You are an amazing person. You are the amazing person. I'm so proud of you. I'm so thankful that you and I are part of the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a charging perspective. Allow yourself to see yourself in that light. You are that and so much more. If you speak to yourself that way, if you align yourself that way, you will observe those frequencies and you will create those frequencies. You are the observer and creator of your experience. Give yourself the utmost love and respect first. Follow it with action every single time to create the belief. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you updated with every single episode. There's also my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. If you've been listening since last week, I've mentioned that I am doing special coaching. This is for a unique individual, and everyone, I want to help you. I've got other plans in the work, and just reaching out. Just know that you can always reach out. Even if you're not doing a coaching program, like reach out. It can be a quick conversation through Instagram. Instagram's the best way. You can do email, whatever works. But I've talked to so many of you, and sometimes if you have a place where you can just vent something and get a perspective and opinion, I'm always happy to do it. And I love Instagram because once I reply, I can send you a voice message and connect that way. But this specific client that I'm looking for, and again, I have other training stuff, which is just full, or coaching, which is full right now. This is a specific person. This is somebody that is either an entrepreneur or in business or is going to have direct ROI. That's having a block right now, and that block is going to create tremendous wealth once it gets through. Maybe you're working on a project, maybe your business is stuck at a certain level, whatever it is. This is not a simple investment. This is going to be $12,000 just for the coaching. But this is for someone, again, that's going to do it with their business, that's going to make a shift that will expand beyond it. I've been doing this now a few times with clients, and it's tremendous. Now I'm looking for that next one that's going to have some other qualifiers too. It's very specific. It's going to be a unique relationship. So reach out to me, and I'm going to continue to looking for this specific person until then, because it's going to be growth on both ends. Everyone, thank you so much for your energy. There's so many wonderful things ahead. You are the creator of your positive experience. I believe in you. Keep doing, keep timing up. We're going to do such amazing things. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.